My sister looked happy. Everyone believed that. I didn't. Not because I doubted her, but because I knew her. And what I saw didn't match who she used to be. She smiled the same way, spoke the same way, but something was missing. Something quiet, something important. And once I noticed it, I couldn't unsee it. That's why I'm telling this on Exposed Stories Media. Because sometimes the truth doesn't scream. It whispers until it breaks you. Her name is Lily, my younger sister. We grew up closer than most siblings. She told me everything, or at least she used to. Lily was never the type to depend on anyone. She made her own decisions, trusted her own instincts. She questioned everything, even when it made people uncomfortable. That's why her marriage confused me. Not the man she chose, but how she changed. Her husband, Daniel, looked perfect on paper. Stable job, calm personality, the kind of man parents feel safe about. My family loved him instantly. He's good for her. He'll take care of her. That phrase again, take care of her. Lily never needed that. But after the wedding, things shifted. Slowly, quietly, almost invisible. She stopped arguing, stopped pushing back, stopped correcting people even when she knew they were wrong. At first I thought it was normal. Marriage changes people, that's what everyone says. But this wasn't growth. This was reduction. Like she was becoming smaller without realizing it. The first real moment came during a family dinner. We were talking about money, investment, something Lily used to enjoy. I asked her opinion. She paused, looked at Daniel, then smiled. Daniel handles that now. It sounded simple, but it didn't feel simple. It felt rehearsed, like she had said it before, too many times. And that's when it started, the feeling that something wasn't right. I didn't confront her immediately. That would have been too easy, and too early. Instead I watched. I listened more carefully. Not just to what she said, but what she avoided. Every conversation had a pattern. If money came up, she deflected. If decisions came up, she redirected. Always back to him. Always to Daniel. He prefers to handle it. He already took care of that. We decided it together. But the way she said we didn't feel like we. It felt like she was being included, not leading. One afternoon I visited their place. Unannounced. Daniel wasn't home. That mattered more than I expected. Because Lily felt different. More relaxed. More present. We sat in the kitchen talking like we used to. No filters. No hesitation. For a moment she felt like herself again. That's when I asked, "Are you happy?" She smiled immediately. Too fast. Yes. No pause. No thought. Just an answer. That was the moment I knew she wasn't. Because real happiness doesn't rush to prove itself. A few days later I saw something I wasn't supposed to. Not intentionally. But enough to change everything. Her laptop was open on the dining table. A document on screen. Financial records. Structured. Detailed. Not casual. I didn't read everything. Just enough to understand what I was looking at. There were accounts, transactions, and her name attached to everything. But not in control. She wasn't managing anything. She was connected. Used. That difference matters. I stepped back, closed the laptop, and said nothing. Because I needed to be sure. Not emotional. Not reactive. Certain. That night I didn't sleep much. Not because I was shocked. Because everything made sense now. Her silence. Her distance. Her change. It wasn't random. It was structured. Controlled. And she was inside it without realizing the risk. I asked her to meet me. Just the two of us. No distractions. No interruptions. She agreed. That told me everything. We sat across from each other. Quiet place. Neutral ground. She looked at me. "What's wrong?" Straight to the point. Like she used to be. I took a breath. "You're not in control, are you?" Silence. Real silence. She didn't answer immediately. That was new. "I don't know what you mean." Her voice was calm, but careful. I leaned forward slightly. I saw the accounts. That changed everything. Her eyes shifted. Just for a second. But enough. "Do you understand them?" I asked. No accusation. Just truth. She looked down, then back at me. He said it's normal. Of course he did. That's how control works. It doesn't feel like control. It feels like safety. I nodded slowly. Can you access everything? She hesitated. That was the answer. Everything broke in that moment. Not loudly, quietly, eternally. That night she went home and asked him directly. No anger, no emotion. What exactly am I part of? Daniel stayed calm, explained everything. Structures, tax benefits, efficiency, words that sound intelligent until you question them. Then she asked one thing. Can this hurt me? He paused. Just a second. But that second said everything. She stepped back. You used me. Not a question. A fact. He didn't deny it. This is how things are done. That was his mistake. Because in that moment he chose the system over her. The aftermath wasn't dramatic. No shouting. No scene. Just decisions. Real ones. Lily didn't break down. She woke up. She reviewed everything. Separated accounts. Got legal advice. Took control back. That surprised him. Because he thought she wouldn't understand. He underestimated her. The marriage didn't end overnight. But something inside it did. Trust. Once that's gone, everything else follows. Now she's different again. Not new. Just herself. Stronger. Sharper. Aware. If there's one thing I learned, it's this. The most dangerous lies don't look like lies. They look like stability. Like safety. Like someone saying you don't need to worry. My sister looked happy. Everyone believed it. Except me. Because I saw what she was hiding. The hardest part wasn't what he did. It was what she ignored for so long. Because control doesn't start loud. It starts small. A suggestion, a decision made for you, a responsibility taken away so you can rest. And little by little you stop asking questions. You stop checking things. You stop noticing what's being taken from you. That's what happened to her. Not overnight. Not dramatically. Quietly. Gradually. Until one day she realized she wasn't running her life anymore. She was living inside someone else's system. And the scariest part, she had agreed to it. Without realizing it. That's what made her angry. Not just at him. At herself. For trusting too easily. For letting things slide. For choosing peace over clarity. But here's the truth, most people would have done the same. Because it didn't look like danger. It looked like stability. And stability can be the most convincing lie. After everything, she didn't just rebuild her finances. She rebuilt her awareness. Now she checks everything. Questions everything. Trusts slower. But trusts smarter. And that is something no one can take from her again.